We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Hello. What's everybody doing out there? Peasant Chat Sunday, Peasant Chat coming at you. March 26, 2023, the last Peasant Chat of March. Today we're going to talk about TikTok. TikTok has been a lot in the news a lot where they're having congressional hearings to ban TikTok. I think it should be banned, period. Not because of the spying, not because of the potential identity. People can steal your identity, get your information, the data gathering. I don't care. I think it should be tossed because the dumbest sons of bitches use TikTok. If you are anyone that's halfway, if you have a half a brain, you wouldn't even touch TikTok with a 10-foot pole, not even close. And the area that has the most amount of bad information is TikTok. A lot of you guys watch it for cooking recipes. A lot of you guys watch it for girls just bopping their ass around. But car TikTokers are absolute 1983 AIDS, where you thought if you sit on a toilet seat, you'd get it. That's pretty much how it is right now when it comes to the bad information on TikTok. But before we do that, before we rag on TikTokers and the poors who use it, we're going to say thank you and hi to the sponsors that keep the disco ball rolling. That's right, DNA High Performance, DNAHighPerformance.com. Get your parts there, DNA High Performance on YouTube. That's right. Ultimate Header, Jim Browning and the guys, making the best headers on the planet. Ultimate Header, ultimateheader.com. Calamar's transmission, he's going to be using the two-step on the 19 GT. We'll see how that goes. 2 Auto Solution, Rami's add-on 2 Auto Solution. Learned a lot. Stop making your cars pretty. Make them fast. Fuck pretty. Let's go. PMAS.com, I think. I don't know. Super Trap? Who knows? Nick James, PMAS. Hit him up. YDBT, hashtag YDBT, 10% off on the website. Parts Farm, partsfarm.com. They got a lot of bodies. I saw the post and they had a shitload of bodies ready to buy. If you want a race car and there's a body you need replaced, just hit up Parts Farm. They probably got SN95 bodies like a mother effer. Doma got cookies. DomaGotCookies.com. Doma got cookies _LLC for cookies, diabetes, and lotion smelling cookies. Good stuff right there. Let's say hi to the people we'll make fun of. Yes, you know who, Cuck Rider, going out there telling you that a smaller diameter lower pulley can make more boost on a car. Unless he somehow has element 115 in the lower pulley, it is physically impossible for that to happen. 2000 MCR Clean 93 GT Miniback Badman, that 427 Dude, Garage Bill Coyote, and Bondo Bird got after it. Hung Solo, Oliver Bryan, Coyote, Kelly, Tim, El Pollo, Loco, god dang it, this update on YouTube sucks. JD Swag, Garage Built Again, Wesley Stewart, Arturo Hermosier, D-Rock Fox, 94 GT Vert, Tristan Hunt, Minibike Madman again, Bruce Willis, Sam, Twin Force, Nat Juice, Slow, Call of Duty, Pookie, Ops, James Zane J, Minibike again, Walter Hoffman, Melissa, the pretty lady with the lotion smelling cookie, 20 for the recipe, Diego, James Zane J, Angel Puerto Rico, Big Guns, Garage Built Again, 50 Ricky, Nitrous and Buys Plies. We got D-Rock Fox again, The Wolf, Guy Bellinger, Matt Oliver, SK Jeff, Turuviate Racing, finally got home from making, what is it? I don't know, omelets at Waffle House? Unreal, that guy. I love him. Love him because he just doesn't care. Darwin, Jason, Bring Your Wood Screws, Lex Luthor, TRD, Durrell, Washington, Raiden, China, number 1, more Pews, more Boost, Joseph ATX, Killshot, Ken McAllister, thank you for the money, Roman. That is what makes the world go round, money. I appreciate you guys very much. Okay, let's get after it. So what ended up happening that caught my attention was initially it was Garage Built Coyote. Garage Built Coyote, GRG Built Coyote, all one word. GRG Built Coyote was the first one that put me on to Nate. We could have been together. We could have been a force to be reckoned with. London Rider. Oh! Fucking Stan, right? So he goes out there, I think buys a Z06, I think. C7, you know, the slowest one they make. 1.7 blower, and he tells you that he just spent $5,000 on his car to make it faster, and the following mods are A smaller upper pulley, okay. A smaller balancer for more boost. Let's just watch. Guys, it's just wonderful. It's just wonderful. Again, this is courtesy of Garage Built Coyote, and I think he used TikTok to make it. Oh, no, maybe not. I think he used Instagram. We'll see what the deal is.
Causing more airflow and boost. You can also make other pulleys smaller, like the crank pulley, which also...
Guys, slow down. This is incorrect.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
Exactly. Then we have Bondo Bird replying because he works at Whipple, Xinjiang province, and pretty much laid it out there for homeboy. Oh gosh, I hate that. I hate that it does that. I hate that I have to go in there. There we go.
also make other pulleys smaller, like the crank pulley, which also leads to more power.
Wait, so you're saying a smaller diameter crank pulley will speed the blower up and make more power?
By the way, shout out to the mullet. I mean, it's Cletus-ish, but bro, you're rocking a mullet. I can't hate on that.
Damn, I've been fucking up then, because for years I've been...
Would be so
So he basically said, for years I've been making bigger diameter lowers. Apparently I'm making lower power pulleys. So I gotta go find the original post in Dumbass's thing. So let me go, because look, let's put some shine on a sucker today. Let's put some shine on a sucker today. He said he spent all this money on a Corvette, and the mods were to make more power or make it faster. And if you go to his page, it's AIDS. It's full-blown 1983 AIDS, but check it out. Here we go. Where's the sound?
Dollars to make my Corvette faster, and here's what I got. Starting off with the upper supercharger pulley for more boost and more power. To pair, we got the lower underdrive pulley, and you guessed it, for more boost and more power.
You guessed it. You guessed it. I got a smaller diameter, lower pulley to make, you guessed it, more boost and more power. Oh my effing God. So let's simplify this for the dum-dums, okay? Have you ever ridden a bike, like an 18 speed? And the crank pulley is where you're actually cranking the crank, right? And there's 3 sprockets on that crank. Let me ask you a question. Which one is harder to drive when you select the 3 sprockets on the crank on a bicycle? Is it the little one? Is it the big one? Or is it which one is more difficult to drive? Which one would spin the rear faster with RPM? The smaller one? I think that's what he thought. I think that's what he thought. He goes, well, wait a minute. Let me think. Let me think this through. When I put the smaller crank pulley or the sprocket on the bike, my feet are going faster. So that means I'm going faster because the crank pulley is smaller. So I'm going faster. And he doesn't understand that it drives a completely different pulley faster. Why do they sell overdrive pulleys to begin with? Why is a 10% even a thing? Why is a 20% even a thing? Why? Which one drives the final gear faster? Why would Whipple sell a 10% overdrive to take boost away as an upgrade? Hi, how you guys doing? This is an ATI. We're going to make a 10% overdrive pulley to enhance performance by slowing it down, according to Cuck Rider, because in his logic, a smaller diameter pulley makes more power at the crank. A smaller crank diameter pulley makes more boost. Oh my God. And that's the problem with TikTok. On TikTok, you got guys telling you that you have a NA 10R80 car with 3 mods and it'll beat like a red eye. A red eye traps like 130 almost. Like no NA car. Stock weight. Again, we're talking stock weight with all your fenders, the hood on, the interior on. 3 mods to beat Hellcat Red Eyes. E85 headers in a tune. Yeah, no. My red car would have beaten the shit out of every single 10R80 car because it was an 11.0 car, 121. It never went like 122, 123. But a Hellcat traps 124, 5, 6, 7. I am blown away that there are people out there semi-successful and don't know a goddamn thing. Just like Amelia Hartford. I guarantee she's a nice girl. She seems like a nice girl. She seems like she's decent on camera. Doesn't know a goddamn thing about cars. Doesn't know a goddamn thing about cars. She's out there putting twin turbo shit on Z06s for the clout. And people, and this is your problem. You guys simp for her and let her skate with bullshit information. So you're going to have a complete generation of morons that are out there saying, wow, she really knows a lot about cars. And it's because you simps prop her up forever. I would actually, and I've never watched Sarah Intuned's videos, I would guarantee that Sarah Intuned knows 50 times more about cars than Amelia Hartford, by far. So there are channels that, you know, shout them out and go, oh, they're influencers and they're just entertaining. They're entertaining you by giving you incorrect, false information. And then when you ask the OGs, or if you ask someone in the racing community or anything, hey, can you verify these findings that some influencer told me about? That's where the professional, the guy that makes money making cars go fast, not me, I'm just a dumbass that tunes. I'm not talking about me. They go, oh, these influencers are actually making life difficult because they're giving you false information. Now, my whiteboard videos are there for a reason. To simplify what I am saying to the dum-dums. Let's be honest, not all of us are smart. I'm not smart, but I like to explain things that make super simple sense, even if you're not anywhere near the car game. And the last video was about scaling. Scaling. Exactly, Raiden. Boy, if I had cookies to give away. Sarah Intuned proved it takes being a man to be the best female car YouTuber. Men are better women than women. That's what's happening out there. Men are better female swimmers. Men are better female basketball players. Men are better everything than women. Okay? So the whiteboard video explained scaling, meaning every single time you guys ask me the same question, because I get a lot of these questions in the ticket system and I got a lot of these questions in general. I make 9 PSI on pump gas. Can I pulley down and go 11 PSI? I go, well, if you have enough octane, sure. Do I need another tune for that? And I say no. So immediately by me saying no, they don't take my word as law. They go, well, he must not know what he's talking about because I am making changes to the vehicle and he is saying it doesn't need a tune. So then I make the scaling video and they go, oh, okay, now I understand what he's talking about. But it shouldn't take that. If you trust your tuner, that's the big one. If you're getting tuned by someone else that's cloud chasing and trying to put out packages that aren't even proven yet and dumb shit like that, cool. That's your prerogative. That's your money. That's your hard-earned money that you spend whichever way you want. But if you trust your tuner 100%, you trust what he says and just shut up. Literally shut up. And if you go against your tuner's wishes and your car blows up, don't be Pikachu face when all of a sudden the desired outcome it isn't achieved because you went against your tuner's wishes. So many times I have told people, especially on certain brand twin turbo kits, that you got valve flow. I can't see it in the log. I can't verify it, but what you're explaining to me, okay, let's gap your plugs nice and tight. Okay, Alex, they're gapped to 18. Okay, let's turn up the boost from 15 to 18. And then he gives you a watt log, and the watt log looks a little choppy. Cams are processing a little bit. Timing is good. Fueling is good. Air fuel is good. But the car goes, woof. Alex, what's that noise? Probably valve flow. What does that mean? You got back pressure issues. What does that mean? The air is not getting out fast enough. So now the valve springs are having a hard time keeping tabs on the cylinder pressure. So you either upgrade your valve springs or you redo your turbo kit. And they don't want to listen. So what do? They do everything but either redo the situation so the back pressure is lessened or put valve springs in it and party. And you know what they do? They just sell the car. Because Alex is wrong. Alex doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Alex doesn't do this for a living. Alex doesn't see 500 examples of this every single day. I am blown away by that kind of thought process. So TikTok, in my opinion, is the main culprit, or the people that are on TikTok are the main culprit of mis and disinformation when it comes to the car community, because TikTok is not real life. TikTok is out there literally spying on everything you're doing, spreading false information. TikTok is good for challenges, like dumb challenges that you took up just so that you could be part of the challenge when they hashtag the challenge. Clown shit, clown shit, clown shit. Grandpa's Race Car says, guy eats corn the long way. Absolutely. I guarantee Nate Ryder eats corn the long way. Not from the side. He deep throats the corn. So I don't know how to counteract it, and I don't care. But I love the fact that Bondover, who works at Whipple, a supercharger company, and his job is to configure blowers, rotors, lowers, and uppers to make more power. And if someone of that authority says you're wrong, I guarantee there are a few people left over from the Nate Ryder camp that go, nah, Bondo Bird must be wrong. He must just be a hater. He doesn't understand that a smaller pulley makes you go faster on your feet with the crank huffy math. And then that makes more power. Do you go faster in a bicycle? RPM for RPM, smaller gear versus top gear on the crank? Exactly. Alex, it takes someone highly creative to break something down for everyone to understand. You're doing a killer job. I appreciate that, but I don't think so. He eats corn with his butt. I appreciate that. I'm never going to say, yeah, you're right, I'm super creative. No, I'm the only way it works in my brain. The only way it works in my brain is if you explain it simply. Now, there are people out there that just get it, right? They just get it. The Lunds are that way. They just get it. But when it comes to explaining it to me, a not so smart person that needs visual representations, it requires a completely different thought process. And this is what I mean about teaching somebody. I remember I had teachers in high school that said, there it is, don't you get it? And I'm like, no. The way you're teaching it is confusing half of the class. Maybe the other half just get it. Maybe they're just smarter than me. Maybe their brains are just wired way better. But if you can't explain it to me simply so that I understand it, then you don't understand it. Meaning, you understand the outcome. A lot of people that go to school understand the outcome, the desired outcome. There. But how did you get there? Well, I just did this. Explain it to me as if I have Down syndrome. I can't do that. Then you don't really understand it, in my opinion. So the scaling one to me was great because I'm making sounds, I'm showing you what the line is doing, and I'm going, this is how scaling works. Now, the problem with that video is this. If you don't scale your calibration, that video doesn't mean shit. If you just slam the table at 23 everywhere or 35 everywhere, scaling goes away. And you have to scale your calibration if you want to have someone have the least amount of back and forth possible with your tuner. I don't know, but when you have a really high back pressure, more exhaust stays in the chamber, and you have more problems with detonation, I am saying it right. I don't know if I'm right, but when you have really high back pressure, more exhaust stays in the chamber, and you have more problems with detonation, not if you have the octane, Roman. If you have the octane, you just get valve flow, or you just fuck up your valves, or you just have more boost. You understand? There's just more restriction because people think more boost equals more power. And I always say the same example. If you stuff your tailpipes with bananas, you're going to have more boost, but not necessarily more power. And I still think people don't understand those words. I guarantee there are people out there that don't understand when I say, when you stuff bananas in the tailpipe, you might have more boost, but not more power. Alex, what do you think about Alex suggesting an auxiliary pump for the ZR1? I'm in the same position where I'd rather buy once, cry once, have the drivetrain drop, and a 4-system installed. Thoughts? Well, I'm sort of in a weird position. If I'm going to make 1,000, I understand an auxiliary pump. Buy once, cry once. I get that. So an auxiliary pump is not half the cost. It's not 3/4 of the cost of a 4. It's like 1/8 of the cost. You have to tap the tank, which is a little scary, but people do it all the time. Like all the time. And you put in a bigger pump, feeding right from the tank, and it seems to be fine. The Four Innovations fuel system has a hat, has a controller, has hop switch potentially, has really nice wiring. But if the desired outcome is the same, I would understand people say, I have the same outcome. I am tapping a line right in the tank. I have an auxiliary external pump, like old school Aeromotives. And now with the brushless stuff that's coming out is really impressive. So theoretically, I don't need a Four Innovations fuel system if I don't have to. Now, I'm going to live no higher than 800, 850 real horsepower. Because anything above and beyond that, one, it's not fun. Two, if they beat me with my ZR1 and I have 850 rear wheel and I hit my shifts and someone just beats me, kudos to them. They just got a faster car. But if I can beat 90 or 80% of the cars on the road and I lose to that crazy 1% twin turbo power glide car, bro, they got it. Good for you, bro. I want to be able to drive my car from here to California to Oregon and back and not really have to configure anything weird and stupid. So if an auxiliary pump is just there chilling and able to provide the extra fuel possible on a Dash 8 line to the rails to everything else without reconfiguring everything, I think that's fine. You don't need, in my opinion. Now, if you want to do it right, if you want to do Billy Badass stuff, I totally understand getting a Four Innovations fuel system. Nothing wrong with a DSX auxiliary, exactly. And if the Chevy guys say it's okay, who am I to say differently? I don't know anything about the Chevy game. Twin turbo boost is going to be lower than that single. Twin turbo boost is going to be lower than single turbo boost for same power. 6 psi and on-3 kit makes 600 torque. Exactly. And you know what? I think a lot of people still don't understand that. Like Brandon, I love you, Brandon. I don't think he understands that. I really don't think to this day he understands that. I think if you explain it simply to him, he still is. And again, I think he needs a whiteboard video on that specifically. Let's talk about it. Let's say in theory you have two TVSs going to the one pipe feeding a car, and one TVS is pulleyed for 5 psi, the other TVS is pulleyed for 5 psi, and the total output of both of those superchargers, let's just say at the charge pipe, or let's just say theoretically they're remotely mounted, is going to be 5 and 5. Let's say, is it making 10 or is it making 5? But the amount of air, like the volume of air that's getting in there based on two things spinning, is a lot more than one thing spinning. So a lot of people just go, well, 6 psi is 6 psi is 6 psi. 7 is 7 is 7, 10 is 10. No, not necessarily. A 10 psi, because this is what Brandon thinks. Brandon thinks that if a TVS makes 10 psi and it makes 650 real horsepower, but a 10 psi on-3 kit makes 720 real horsepower, he thinks, well, the on-3 is making more power per psi. And I go, but nothing is driving the turbo. The supercharger has the crank pulley driving it. So in theory, if there was nothing being taken away from the engine and having the TVS produce the same PSI, it would make similar power. But they don't want to hear that shit. They just don't want to hear that shit. Thank you very much, Sam S550, for the channel support. I appreciate you very much. How common are fuel system leaks and fires? I had a Four Innovations Fuel Level 2 that leaked quite a bit when new. Fixed that. Fast forward 8 months. Fire starts from return line area. Then there's an issue with the install. I have had 4 vehicles with return style fuel systems. I've never had a leak. I literally have never had a leak. If I loosen something, like let's say the fuel filter, and I didn't tighten it properly, that's not a byproduct of the kit. That's a byproduct of me not tightening things properly. So I wouldn't blame the kit, in my opinion. Spend the money on the fuel system for the vet. One company's kit burned down my C5Z. Again, the kit did not cause that fire, right? Like, let's be honest. Let's say the kit was installed. No leaks are in the kit. I repeat, no leaks are in the kit. It is wired properly, loomed properly. Everything is done well. The pump either pumps or does not. Leaks are a byproduct of the install and potentially the quality of the fittings. If you are driving a car that has no leaks in the fuel system, everything's wired properly, it shouldn't spontaneously combust. No, Alex, it definitely did. I was just minding my own business, going down the road, and poof, there goes my car. Just like the 2650 at 6 PSI makes more power than the 1.7 at 6 PSI. I didn't understand current flow until I watched the video where they compared it to a water hose. Presentation is key. So I have a 416.65 carb made 967 on 15 degrees of timing. I tried avoiding tapping the tank and crying with a 4 system. Had a bunch of problems. Just tap the tank, cry once. See what I mean? Now this guy makes 1,000 horsepower behind the asshole power. And he's like, tap the tank, we're good. So what are you going to do? Is it a bad time to get a car loan with the banks? Wanting to get an S550? Yep. It's high interest rate. And even if your credit is 750 and up, your interest rate is going to be higher than normal. So unless you buy a vehicle that is going to gain in value. See, homes are different in my opinion. Homes, I'm okay getting at a high interest rate right now. And if interest rates drop, you can refi. But you still have a house, and you hopefully bought a house not anywhere else but in South Florida where the price is absolutely going to go up. But cars are a weird one, in my opinion. My interest rate is low for me, but not lowest I've had. The interest rate I had on the white car was way lower than I had on the Cadillac. And my credit is 75 points better on the Cadillac, and my earnings are more on the Cadillac when I bought it than when I bought the white car. Fuel leaks are different from wiring and harness design. Exactly. It was an electrical fire. Then there you go. There you go. If you saw the kit and it was inadequate, wire up your own shit. I don't know. Look, maybe you're right. Like the 4 Innovation stuff is plug and play and I love it. But a lot of people do this thing with fuel systems and I've seen it way too many times. And I'm sure SK Jeff saw it many times. People go cheap with fuel systems. And I am blown away by that thought process. 4 Innovations, period. Done. Walk away. Good. On Mustang. And then they go, well, what about this kit? And I go, can you just listen to me, please? Can you just listen and stop asking about any other kit, period? Any other company, period? I don't care how they design it. I don't care what hat they have. I don't care about their connections. I have literally, in my 7, 8, 9 years of tuning, have never heard of an issue with a 4 Innovations fuel system that was installed properly. Asterisk, installed properly. So, guys, just stop buying budget kits. Plain and simple. Same, Alex. I installed my 4 system and it's a badass system. Top quality, not the fault you installed it right. Hit that like button, says Bronco Stang. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Interest rates are cheap. In the abortion clinics, car loans are 10% with good credit. Alex, you're a patient man with these peasant chats. That's okay, bro. Yeah, bad timing. It was hard getting a good rate for my girl's car. Minibag says, Slap Mechanics fuel system installs. Car loans only made, only mail sense at 7%. Got it. Mail sense. Alex, these are the same people that would dump water on an electrical fire. Jay Walker. The resident Porsche guy, BMW guy, expert on McLarens. Here we go. There are a few these credit unions with decent rates. Armco was 3, 4, 5, 72 months last month. So I think they're 5% now, which is still decent for today. He's not wrong. 4 for the win. We would price people on 4 system. Then they would end up buying a VMP setup. Gotta pay to play. I mean, love ya. You really think VMP has a comparable kit to 4 Innovations? And I worked for VMP. So I don't hate them. I am objective in the product. I don't care about your hat. I don't care about your lines. I don't care about 4 Innovations fuel system, period. I don't care that you went 8s with a VMP kit. I don't care that you went, mate, 9,000. I don't, and 4 doesn't pay me. I still have the S550 kit chilling in the car, chilling in the garage. I still have a full S550 kit chilling in the garage. It's for a F-150, but the difference is the hat. Get a loan from a credit union. I agree. A lot of people, like I've gotten loans from Space Coast Credit Union. Not a big fan, but you have to have the car in Florida. If you go to Space Coast Credit Union, you have to have the car in Florida. It has to be bought in Florida, paid for in Florida, Florida. Weird rules. Then you go to Penn Fed Credit Union, and they pretty much give you whatever if your credit is good. And I've really had a good time with them when it comes to the ease of use of their website. Their interest rates are good. I've not had an issue. Don't go cheap on fueling expensive mistakes. My friend almost caught on fire. My friend's Ford system almost caught on fire, but it was due to the wiring, not the kit. He rewired it, had no issues. For the win. Damn, glad I got 2.5 on my S550 last year. Tour Viate. Bro, we're talking about credit. You should sit down. Mira. Shh. Be quiet, Tour Viate. Big boys are talking about credit, finances, and $2,000 or $3,000 fuel systems. So you need to sit down, take the Holly Blue and put it on the shelf and go, let me listen and learn. Stop. Even if you said something positive, I'm not going to read your comment because I can't read your comment. I love VMP as well. We sell a ton of it, but I run a 4 Innovations fuel pump on my 350. And if that's anything, exactly. I think VMP does a good job of designing stuff with Magnuson. Let's be honest. It's a Magnuson blower, just like it was a Roush blower before. And they go, well, let's do the inlet. Let's do this. Let's do that. And let's make some product changes. But at the end of the day, there's no manufacturing plant at that place. I fear that the electronics don't go the way we want next year. Interest rates are going to be election. Sorry. I fear if the elections don't go the way we want next year, interest rates won't go down anytime soon. No, that's 100% your fault. Not you, like the general public. If you vote for anybody, and again, there are primaries for a reason. You can weed out the bad Republicans and say this one. Look at what happened in Pennsylvania. Some idiots actually said that Fetterman is better than Dr. Oz because Dr. Oz is a rhino. I'd rather have a rhino at this point than a guy that literally is brain dead. Don't you love it, Pennsylvania? Don't you love that you elected a brain dead guy that had a stroke with a goiter on his neck? They want it in Florida because it doesn't drive back to the bank itself when you miss the payment. Turvy, it's a plug and play kit. Yeah, we just need Turvy to not talk. I bought a Turvy Racing fuel system, car burned down before it even started. ZR1 and a GT350 would be a pretty sick combo for the channel. I'm pumped to see the GT500 progress, though. Me too. The ZR1's coming along nicely. I drove it yesterday. It's a great car. Not a good car to drive more than an hour locally. It's a car to like go find some races in, but it's not a good car to go cruising in per se. But the 350 absolutely would be. And if I get myself into a 350, because this is what I think is going to happen. I think I'm going to get all these cars running and I'm going to sell them all to get into a nice house and then start again. The ZR1 is probably going to stay out of all of them. The Fairmont and the ZR1 are probably going to be the bottom bitches that stay. But everything else can go. And if that gives me a healthy down payment on a house and I can get into a situation where I'm doing really well house-wise and I have room to grow, then a year later I'll finance a GT350 and like 2020 and get after it that way. Navy Fed is great too. Just bought a 23 Mach 1 with an 820 credit score and they showed me 8%, bro. Purchased 4 level 2 system 3 years ago, 0 issues. PenFed has good gas CC, 5% cash back. Good ass, I think he meant credit card. Yeah, they have a, I applied for one and it hasn't even been activated just in case. Because the other ones are kind of like, you know, the rates and the features and the perks are not there. Because this one has a power cash rewards, cashback stuff. Buying right now is sketchy with these bozos in charge. Buy Bitcoin and watch the bank keep failing. Yeah, no, don't do that either, guys. Don't listen to anyone telling you to buy Bitcoin. Just shut the fuck up and hang out. Bitcoin. Fucking. I love these people that say buy Bitcoin. They're the same people that say buy 7 apartment complexes and be rich. Go ahead, buy Bitcoin. I've got a 680 to 700. Got to step it up, brother. That 600 shit sucks. Wanted to put $5,000 down for a $30,000 car. Thought I was in a good position, but I don't know. That is not a good position. 680 to 700 at 26 years old is not a good position. The age of your credit is very low. The amount down isn't that much. The payment is going to be at least $650 with your interest rate. So if I were you, I'd either put a lot more down or wait a year and get your credit above 730, 750. Yeah, my Mustang loan is a way better deal. Turvy is going to say use twin navigator pumps on eBay regulator. If you have low credit score but have never missed a payment or anything, is it still bad? Yeah. Yeah, credit score and the age of your credit, meaning the amount of time that you have had credit. And if you open a new credit card up, that resets the life of your credit. You understand? I have a credit card that I've had for like 10 years. And that one I'm slowly just getting rid of. And then I'm going to probably activate this one because it has a higher ceiling, lower interest, and cash back. But the moment I activate it, my credit history resets, especially on this one, the unsecured credit, which is just credit card. And it looks a little bad on the credit report. Not terrible, but a little bad. Exactly, Jay Walker. These people that are like, Bitcoin, 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 banks are going to fail, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. What happens when Bitcoin fails? And tell me, what is Bitcoin? Can anyone give me a one sentence definition of Bitcoin? No. Well, you got to mine it. You got to set up a whole thing and you got to do this and it's better. And they have some places and it's more secure. And the people that are telling you buy Bitcoin are the same exact people that are telling you to buy a building in Pookie Land and rent it out and become a millionaire and Grant Cardone the motherfucker. Dumb shit. Dumb shit. Minus 716, they tried me at 8%. Alex, if you're interested in my 350, listen to this motherfucker. Listen to this son of a bitch. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? You're going to want $60,000+ SK. You think I'm in the position right now to buy a 350 when I'm trying to get into a $600,000 house? Ugh. I'm going to wait. You won't see me in a 350 for a very long time. Chef Boyardee's Nuts says, so there's different types of credit. Auto credit is calculated different than unsecured credit. Still important though. Absolutely. I agree. I am not a credit guru, but this Bitcoin stuff is crazy to me. Stupid investment. Bitcoin is an idea that failed. Exactly. The people that tout Bitcoin and try to raise the roof on Bitcoin are people that are invested in Bitcoin already and want it to go higher. No different than if I owned Dell stock. I mean, you guys got to buy Dell computers, man. That's the future. And you hope that people buy it so the stock goes up. It's stupid. It's stupid. I like cash, fudge Bitcoin. Right. When I sold my white car, I had cash here. Cash. It's all at the bank and it's all, but I bought tangible goods with that cash. Didn't have to fudge around. Went to the dealership, gave them cash as a down payment. They kind of liked it. I got my car. By the way, Steve at Thunder, thank you so much. I am so happy with the notch. Got the notch back. Fixed the hood. It shuts. Fixed the leaks. Fixed the battery is now in the front. The wiring looks phenomenal. Under the hood, there is no rat's nest anymore. But my fan died. Not their fault. The fan died, so I got to replace the fan. I got to replace the radiator and fan anyway. So I'm going to put the one from the Fairmont in it until I can afford another Griffin big badass radiator. But shout out to Steve at Thunder. He gave me a price and a cash price. I said, what's your preference? He goes, cash always. Here you go. Bye-bye. Great guy. Cash is still king. Pay for that new to me Land Rover with cash. Therefore, 0% interest. Absolutely. Bitcoin is based on nothing. Thank you. Thank you. Nobody can absolutely give me a great example of what Bitcoin is. They go, well, it's kind of hard to explain because you got to mine it and you got one Bitcoin is worth $1 million one day and then the other bit. Go to Publix today and say, I'd like to pay for my groceries in 0.000002 Bitcoins. They're going to say, get out of here. Get out of my fucking store. Wait a minute. I have Bitcoin. That's the future. I want a loaf of bread, tuna, a carrot cake, a carton of eggs, and milk. Here's a 0.0. Where can I pay in Bitcoin? But Alex, you could pay for a Tesla in Bitcoin. Who has a huge investment in Bitcoin? Elon Musk loves cryptocurrency. Fuck that shit. We are all poor here in the grand scheme of things. We all make under 500 except maybe Jay Walker. We all make under 500,000 a year. So in the grand scheme of things, we're poor. So we can't hedge our bets on some air currency. But Alex, cash is air currency. I don't know. I can pull out cash right now. It's just like, but I understand Venezuelans have the Bolivar and that is useless also. But for right now, I can actually buy something with cash. What do you think of the radium fuel system? Really? We need a notch update video. It's back. I'll show you what's going on, but there's nothing spectacular. But today I'll video a notch back update video. It needs a wash bad. Bitcoin is great for money launderers. I agree. Nice. Can't wait for the notch. Closest thing to Gen 1 content. Sup? Michael Nunn here. Now that I'm on East Coast, I can catch these. Nice. Canelo clip. For fuel system, nothing else at DO. Exactly. Stop asking me about any other fuel system. Bitcoin is the same thing as microtransactions in video games, spending real money for virtual goods. Bitcoin is transfer into dollar, enough said. If they can't Bitcoin, they'll take your EBT, so you're covered. Exactly. They got Bitcoin in ATMs in mass. The scammers love it. At some currency mints, you can buy gold with Bitcoin. Okay. When you can buy a loaf of bread, when you go to a farmer's market and you can pay in Bitcoin, for most of you, if you can buy your weed in Bitcoin, then I'll start talking. You can only pay with Bitcoin at local Arab-owned gas stations. I trade for my groceries. What's worse? A monetary system where you have whatever to buy something, or where you need $1 million to buy a stack of flour? Here we go. The best monetary system is the one where I can buy the most amount of goods for the most amount of currency. How's that? The most amount of goods, bread, land. Hey, why don't you buy a house in Bitcoin? Go. Well, you got to convert it into dollars. Go buy a house in Bitcoin. Go to a seller, and he has a 3-acre property with a 4-4, 3-car garage and a pool, and go, sick, I got a Bitcoin, here you go. Get the fuck out of my life. Get out of my property right now. Get the fuck out of here, or I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
Get the fuck out of here.
But wait a minute, I got one Bitcoin.
Right now, motherfucker.
Pookie and Ray Ray are going to pay child support with Bitcoin. I love hearing your perspective on investments. You're 100%. Love the whiteboard series. Didn't do a video on different lockup points on the red car. Can't find it. No white. Don't get into the weeds, please. The whiteboard video is 100% to be generic in general. And I said in that video, the best lockup point is the one we have it configured to, because we have done it over thousands of you. But Alex, lock it up in first. But Alex, lock it up in second. But Alex, don't lock it at all until 6. All of them are wrong. The one we choose. Now, if you don't believe us, go somewhere else, man. Just go somewhere else. It's all good. El Salvador changed the monetary system to Bitcoin. Let's go. Does Thunder work on cars that have been swapped with 351 base engines in their Mustang preferred shop? My car's a 351. My car's a 351 based car. I dropped it off and I said, "Hi, Steve. I would like the battery relocated to the front again. Because I think that was the crank issue that I was having, because the wires are so long and it's just new wires, new box, new everything in the front. Bam. Rewire the MSD. It looks like a rat's nest. He goes, are you going to do the nitrous system? Fuck the nitrous. Get all that shit out of there. And he, what else did we do? Seal the intake manifold. When he pulled the distributor, he goes, this distributor gear is junk. We're going to buy you a new one. Bought me a new distributor gear, put it in, sealed the intake. I drove it from Boynton and back, which is like 25 to 30 minutes in traffic at noon. And I got home and temperature was climbing, and I noticed that the fan didn't work, but it worked when I left there. So none of their fault. So I'm like, beautiful. I'm so happy. It needs an alignment. It needs a balance. So it needs a lot of stuff. But yeah, they work on cars. They work anything Fox. They work on anything. They're a legit shop. Legit. And they're not going to rape you on prices. I was actually so happy that it was, you know how much I budgeted for all that? I budgeted $2,000 for all that. And it was under that. Way under that. Okay, thank you. NFTs are also the next bullshit, dumb, stupid, Logan Paul gay crap, a scam going. So when I was on the Cooper Baghetti podcast, he goes, you know what I think should happen? We should buy a drag racing NFT. And I went, I don't think a guy who has a 89 Fox body with a big block Chevy and a 400 kit knows how to spell NFT, let alone what an NFT is. You can't trust people to buy something that's in the air or a picture of a Ninja Shinobi NFT for racing. That is so out on left field. NFTs, Bitcoin, in one future, I might be way off on that. But right fucking now, you think I want to spend anything that I have on some aired out weird avatar of something? Or some asset that is made by mining transactions? Give me cash or land, not a Shinobi picture that is worth something. I am blown away that these people are still doing these weird NFTs. Crypto Zoo. Just got you. Drop the like and gonna watch the replay later. Timeshares are the OG Bitcoins. Exactly. Well, you could just have a little piece of this for 2 weeks out of the year, and it's yours. It's really not mine. It's kind of like you guys have 52 people, because there's 52 weeks in a year, paying you $1,000 a month for a 2-2 apartment in a Holiday Inn resort. Listen to that. Just listen to what the hell's the math on that? Hey guys, how you doing? Good. How you doing? You want to do a timeshare? What's that? Well, it's real simple. You pick your week, and you have your apartment. It's yours, 100% yours for that week. All you do is pay us $700 a month for your badass apartment that you have access to. For what if I want to go up there every weekend? Oh yeah, no, that's crazy. Yeah. Sorry if I didn't explain it well. Is a kit car chassis? Oh yeah, dude. They work on cars. They're a car. It's as old school as you can get, but the guys know their shit. And his son works there. His son is like 20-something years old, tall son of a gun. Knows their stuff. Friendly. Like Thunder Autosports guy is so friendly and so high energy. I'm like, you must be on something, because the world really sucks right now. I don't know how the hell you're smiling, but he's like, hi, how you doing, Alex? Your car's all done. Here you go. It'll be this much. See you later. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? How much? But guy is awesome. Don't change, Steve. You're awesome. I have a huge NFT collection. Just right. Buy just right. Click save as. Exactly. Tom Brady's lost 300,000. Like, what? An NFT? Anytime Gary V is for anything, I'm against it. Gary V is a flim-flam man. Gary V speaks really well. He did a wine business, right? So his MO is wine business, right? I think. I don't give a fuck about doing my research on motherfuckers like that. But when a flim-flam man starts to talk, I can spot a flim-flam man from a mile away. And this motherfucker is a flim-flam man. What are you? Okay, guys, you know what? When you wake up, just do it. And don't think, I can't do it. Think, I can do it. Because fuck that. Because that's the way. And you're like, wait, what are you saying? What are you selling? What are you doing? Show me how to do something. Well, I'm going to show you to be positive. Okay. Well, I need 5 minutes of your time. Well, I'm not going to give you 5 minutes of your time. I'm just going to say, crush it. Get after it. Do it. Fuck the rest. Okay. So the moment he says, oh my God, NFTs are great. And I go, a picture on the internet, a file of Charizard. I have it, just like Jay Walker said, right click, save as. I have it on my phone. No, but you don't have the original file. How do you know? It's a JPEG. I have it. Well, no, the files are saved under a different extension. Boy, shut up. Yeah. Oh, fuck. I love you, man. Invest in course and blow my ass coin today. Gary Vee is a hype man salesperson. SK Jeff only drops in fuel pressure right off the hit when you buy in. Do you think DeSantis will run for president? Absolutely. He's got 2 years left. He's got 4 years left on his term here. 2 years before he can actually run. He has to run. He's the youngest viable Republican. He saved Florida. I know Trump is on his ass. Trump has to be on his ass. Trump has to be on his ass. Trump's not going to let him slide. But DeSantis just got to be like, yo, I don't know nothing about paying off no porn stars. But what I know is that what we did in Florida works. Get rid of this woke bullshit. But Washington is different. So this is what's going to happen if DeSantis becomes president. First day in office, sits down, and the men in black coats show up. Hello, Mr. DeSantis. This is how the government works. We go to war so that we can make weapons, so that people that are invested in the military-industrial complex make money, and and that's how it's going to go, and you're not in charge. The president is not the end-all, be-all in government. It's those guys in the black suits that show up in the background and go, hi, let's have a conversation. This is how it works. And the moment DeSantis goes, that's not how it works, bleh, it's a problem. Alex, don't need NFTs, Bitcoins. He got engaged. Right. Hey, what is a tangible asset that will always go up in value? Pow, motherfucker! Pow! There it is. There is the absolutely most viable, tangible asset that I know will always go up in value. The motherfucking Engage. I don't need your NFT. I don't need your JPEG. I don't need your BitAss, your fuckcoin, your crypto, Dogecoin, nothing. Engage is the NFT of the future. I'm going to walk around with this at some kind of charity event. People, holy shit, he's got a working Engage? Alex has a working. I'm going to have a 5 volt source, 12 volt, whatever. And this bitch is going to be powered up. And people are going to go, oh, shit. And then I'm going to go, it works. I'm going to go to the mortgage. Yeah, how you guys do? Do you have any collateral? I got 2 of these. Oh, well, you could just, we'll give you $1 million. I know. And there's some that have 3 ports and 2 ports. I have OGs. I'm not going to show. I got these with the 3 port in the back. And I got these with the 2 port in the. Come on, stop it. Stop it, man. NFT these nuts. NFT these nuts, bro. Come on, Poppy. It wasn't even turned on. NFTs. Nate Ryder likes NFTs. Nate Ryder invests in CryptoZoo. Nate Ryder listens to Gary Vee and goes, yeah, he really knows what the hell he's talking about. Turvey would tell the men in black, hey, buddy, don't be breathing down my neck. I'm going to be building my V6 Mustang soon. Don't bother me. Engage NFT coming soon. Still searching for one of those Engages made of gold for my F-150. Alex like Flavor Flav. Engage around his neck. Wear an Engage around your neck at the gym. Guarantee everyone will be looking at you. Oh, my God. He can actually flash his car without having internet. Do you see that guy over there? No. Yeah, that guy with the Engage around his neck? Yeah, what about him? He can flash his car without having internet. Oh, what? Yeah. Yeah, he can actually click 2 buttons, two things on this Engage, and it flashes a new tune without having internet. Oh my God. What advanced alien technology is this? 2011 technology. Oh, I'm digging on everyone today. Preferred method of payment is unlocked Engages. Silver Surf says you don't need to sell anything for the house. Trade in the Engages. Engage equals 900 credit score. Right, exactly. Damn, I missed the chat. It's good stuff. 3 port, 2 port Engage. Is that like one got the dangling and the other one got a, oh shit. Better than gold, diamonds, Engage. Hey, what's up, Alex? Says, Moo Mustang. We need the country to become Florida, but not like Tampa area, Florida. Exactly. Look, I like a lot of you guys that go, hey, Alex, I'm thinking of moving to Florida. everything you spot. Did you see my Facebook profile picture? Now, guys, I'm not the best looking guy on the planet, but I'm pretty close. So if you want to see happiness, and this isn't fake happiness, this isn't me, stunting for the camera. This was just an impromptu situation where I was like, let me just go to the boat show and check out boats and hoes. And someone said, hey, can I take a picture of you real quick? And I'm like, sure, not a problem. And look at how happy the homie is. Look at how happy the homie is in Florida getting it in. I mean, there's boats, there's yachts, there's everything. I got my sweet tea, I got my shirt, I got the pants, the calves are on point. Bro, this is the embodiment of happiness. You're not smiling like this in Tampa. You're not smiling like this in Sarasota. You're not. I'm sorry. You're just not. Free Tony. I'm going to replace my hubcaps with N gauges and slide on the ops. You see the new heat soak intake Holly came out with for the Coyote? Now, Holly is going to experience the same thing. Every Edelbrock tried that shit. Remember the Edelbrock intake? Remember the Edelbrock metal intake? This is where that intake comes in handy. Holly, listen. Make a top with a 4-barrel 4150 flange. Coyote Ram jet design, whatever, with 1 and 2 4150 carburetor flanges. Let's go. Carbureted Coyotes are gonna become a thing. Blow through carbureted Coyotes are gonna become a thing. So Holly, let's get smart. Let's get people with standalones. Let's get people with whatever. Let's get people with carburetors the option of having a carbureted flange on top of that manifold. Then IATs aren't an issue because fuel is flowing through it. But if you buy a metal intake, Coyote, and think IATs are going to be better, you are in. Why don't you just get a Plasma Man at that point and experience some hot IATs? But anyway, now people are saying, wait a minute, we could put a intercooler in the middle. Only on a car that has speed density with a MAP sensor. If you have a MAP sensor, it doesn't matter. You can't have the intercooler after the MAF if it's a turbo or centrifugal setup because you will melt the MAF sensor. Saturday when Nardi told me I'm on my last unlock for the N-Gauge. Sorry, it's over. Looking like Mr. El Cut Clean. If you don't have big calves, then you should. Exactly. Holly owns everything at this point. Alex waiting on his boyfriend at the dock. Did you have Air Monarchs? No, I had Nikes. I'm good. Nikes is the way to go. Been missing the live, so here's a little extra money. Thank you very much. Dropping a like, says 2414. Then I'll catch the replay later. So if you're going to move to Florida, Tampa's not it. Bradenton's not it. It's just not it. I don't care what Cletus tells you. Bradenton is whack shit, overpopulated, gentrified, traffic nightmare. It is awful. So if you want to move to South Florida, and again, to me, South Florida stops at Boca and then Jupiter. But anything south of Boca, you will be in Cuba. Anything north of Boca, you better be in Puerto Rico or meth houses. Like that's what you're going to experience north of Jupiter. Been putting on carbs on LS for 20 years. Just saying. Exactly. Imagine a company that makes carburetors, intake manifold, and a standalone. Who could do that under one roof? Exactly, Garage Bill Coyote. Holly has this weird immunity when it comes to making products that I don't understand. Like, you're going to start seeing manufacturers, header manufacturers, stop selling things with FFE. And then you're going to go, what happened? Did someone get hit? Oh, yeah. Someone recently just got hit in the umbrella situation. I'm not going to say who, but whatever. But Holly is one of those weird ones that makes a standalone. They have basically monopolized a lot of the aftermarket stuff. If you don't play the Ford OEM game like we do Ford Racing Control Pack, MAF, blah, blah, and we've been sixes with Brian Luna's car. Shout out to them. We're almost there with the Grey Goose, but the Grey Goose is a completely different situation because of 6R80. It just totally changes everything. Turbo 400, we would have been 680s a long time ago. Sorry. Turbo 400, we would have been 680s a long time ago. So Holley is able to get away with making a standalone system, intakes, carburetors, manifolds. So I guarantee if you look at the umbrella company that they're involved in, they're probably part of some kind of defense contract or some military involved something. And they say, let us do our thing. And it is a monopoly. I don't like Holley because of that. The monopolization of the aftermarket. If you know how sexy a carburetor card is going to look, I still will have performance. Exactly. Some people think carburetor and immediately is no good. Like immediately is no good. And I'm like, you have no idea. Yes, it's a little more labor intensive, but carburetor stuff makes power, period. Got to compete with the fit submariner. I be Steve Morris sleep at night knowing that Cleat is not gonna. I bet Steve Morris is losing sleep at night knowing that Cleat is going to blow up his motor for clout. If Pete has anything to do with it, it won't blow up. But the problem is, who's the quarterback there? Who's the quarterback? I got a 1080 trans from Ford. Do I got to get a revision from you guys? You see the video of the guy flying to the country on a hang glider from Cuba. No, how the hell did he get a hang glider? You understand, Cubans have nothing. Cubans barely have meat in Cuba unless you're in high society. So how the hell did he get material, string, gasoline, and a fan? Like, how did he get that? That's like really difficult to get. Imagine if Holley could access all their ECUs over the air one day. You know, I guarantee some people love that. Like, Holley tuners like it because, just like Alec Bledsoe said, you could have a 2J, a big block, a Coyote, an LS, small block Ford, or small block Chevy. Holley is Holley is Holley is Holley. Firing order, injector, carburetor, whatever you got going on, you know, or not carburetor, but a 4150 flange style injector on it. The tables are configured the same. So you can look at one software and be super familiar. With Ford, you have HP tuners, you have PCM Tech, you have SCT, some tuners have. So that is learning brand new software. And if you cross platforms, all the tables are in different places. Like I have HP tuners access. I had a white GT, my F-150, and my ZR1 on HP tuners. The ZR1 confuses the heck out of me because I'm like, okay. And then once people are familiar with it, they know where to adjust what based on experience. So then if I get an LS3 powered something like a Chevy SS or a LT powered V3, then I'm going to be like, this is stupid. I have to learn the platform from scratch. And I'm not looking to do that. So I understand why Holley people like Holley stuff. But one day Holley might say, hey, by the way, we're doing everything over the air. Just update your shit and you're good to go. Oh, by the way, all of your tunes are saved on a server. And you go, that is so convenient. It doesn't take up hard drive space at all. Then one day, they knock on your door. And you go, wait, what's this? Yeah, we don't like the shit you were talking online, so we're going to let the EPA know that you were tuning 300 cars a year that have VIN numbers. Man, I don't trust them. You got to watch Pete's channel, dude. I've seen it. He's great. He's very good. Again, he drops knowledge, but in that situation, is he the quarterback? I hope so. He seems like a good guy. I got nothing bad to say about that dude. Lock cams, high compression in the Fairmont will be a sight to see. Trust me, I'm trying. It's very difficult trying to buy a house and trying to navigate this. Like my taxes are stupid high. It's really difficult. But I'm trying, and I'm doing it all by myself. So please be patient. I understand you guys want all the content tonight. I get it. I'm on one guy. And the reason I do it is because it makes it or doesn't based on one person. I don't want to have to rely on my editor telling me he needs more money. I don't want to rely on my apparel guy to telling me he needs more money. Like, I don't need any of that shit. I saw the hang gliding Cubans too. Wow. Okay, we're looking it up. Hang gliding Cubans. Cubans fly into Key West Airport on motorized hang glider. Fox News. Whoa, get out of here. Seriously, check it out. Cubans migrants fly on hang glider into Florida airport only to be arrested after you're entering the country illegally. Sorry. 2 Cuban migrants took it to the air and illegally Saturday as they used a powered hang glider to fly into an airport, Florida, before being taken into Border Patrol custody, touchdown authority said. Let's see. Look at this motherfucker. Coño, sota de pinga. That's great. Look at that. Where did you get the parts? Bro, where did you get the parts? That is so good. That looks like Turvey built it. Turvey. Actually, I apologize. Turvey could never build this. This is advanced. Like, the welds held up. I don't think the welds would hold up on Turvey's stuff. This is great. To keep in mind, wow, the border is really long, huh? build a tall wall. ¿Y dónde sacaron ese aparato? That's what I'm saying. Should have been on the Chinese balloon. Dios mediante porque puedan quedar bendiciones. Feel so bad for these doing everything they can for a better life. Hire them for NASA. They are brilliant. Bro, I'm telling you. This is, Turvey ain't got shit on these Cubans. Good for them. Hopefully they can stay. But, Cuba's can't just keep everyone here. They ain't going to mess with Holly yet. Look into their history. They have been on defense contracts a few times for the military. Crazy stuff for me. Admiral Peck, last sniper conversion. Stop it. Sniper conversion. Should have done my research. Stuck with the 2250. No N-gauge for me. Yep. Should have done your research. If you want to potentially tune your car with the N-gauge NFT, not for tuning, or what's a good NFT name, like acronym for N-gauge? You should have done 20 and under. 20 and under, we have everything. 21 and up, whatever HP tuners decides to index. Airfoot, dryfoot, nope, that law does not apply anymore. Airfoot, that's funny. I'm sorry, that's pretty funny. I apologize. I went way over my head like they did. The welds are finished. Turvey couldn't even fathom that. Alex, even though you're only one guy, your content is so much better than Cletus. A buddy started watching Cletus' video and I left the room for after 30 seconds. Clowns, Cletus. I appreciate that, but look, what I'm trying to do on this channel is something no other YouTuber is trying to do. I'm trying to do like a news show with real car guy talk. This is how we talk amongst ourselves. We don't say, golly she. Now, I understand that at the end of the day, the monetization might be throttled back because YouTube doesn't like real talk on their channel or on their platform. Nobody's on Rumble, but it is my backup. Meaning, if they delete something here, at least I have it, because I'm this is all being recorded right now. Right now, everything's being recorded on my local hard drive, and then I upload it to Rumble so that I have a backup, and then I have an audio backup on Podbean. Just that alone, guys, takes up most of my day. So today I'm going to try to get you an update video on the Notch. Go out somewhere, give you an update, show you the wiring, drive it around a little bit. I'm going to try to get the fan and radiator swap before I drive it because I don't want to drive it and overheat and have an issue and burn up a head gasket or something. But I think that this is never going to be huge. I don't think this channel is ever going to be hundreds of thousands simply because the algorithm blocks this kind of language. But for those of you that get what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to show, what I'm trying to teach based on my limited knowledge of this stuff, I hope you all appreciate it because one day it might be gone. Let's be honest. One day YouTube might say, you're gone. I don't like what you're saying. You're not affirming gender, whatever. And you got to go because, you said that a man can't have a baby. And I'm like, okay. So there goes that. So hopefully the backups and everything that I got going on will serve as a history tool. And if I can stay on, make some money, great. Now, if it does make it, I'd be shocked. I'd be shocked if YouTube pushed this channel algorithmically to many people. Hopefully you'll find a house with a large enough garage to eventually put a lift in it or something. That's my goal. That's literally my goal. House, pool, 1 acre, garage big enough for a lift. That's it. Terry going to bring back McDonnell Douglas building aircraft. So N-Gauge won't work on a 21 MT82 car? Correct. You can data log it, but you can't flash it. Members only first. Cletus and other YouTubers doing crazy stuff, and they do it for the entertainment. Well, we need the BDF song. Hector Vasquez says, we're a small, intimate group. Hey, yo. The Epstein glider. Right. Oh, Jesus. Clutch. The motherfucker literally just said 2020 and under. So wait a minute. What you're saying is it won't work for 21 and up? I don't know what 20 and under means to people, but 20 and under is 20 and under is 20 and under. So I love you. And you know, before I get way into people say, why? More access. More access. It's software related. More access. Like, okay, if you were to give me, and this is a good example, if you were to give me a 2020 GT, NA, full bolt-on, cams, CJ, blah, 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 blah. Accessible with this. Or a 21 GT, only accessible with this. I got my money on the 20. Because there's simply more stuff we can do. I cannot believe you just had to say that. Seriously. A man can't have a baby, might get you removed. Holy clown world. Absolutely. YouTube can do whatever they want because let's be honest. I work for YouTube. That's how you got to look at it. I am their employee. And if they don't like what I am putting out there for content, they can say, bye-bye, see you later. And that is 100% depending on the amount of likes. So let's say they have a channel out there that has 65,000 subs. And there's a 98% like to dislike ratio. Like to dislike, it's highly liked. But they don't push it because of language. Who loses? You. And then you got to go to TikTok and listen to a guy tell you that a smaller diameter balancer creates more boost on a supercharged vehicle. Like, I am blown away by that. Did Thunder tell you what was causing the sound from the clutch pedal? Just curious what ended up resolving it. No, I didn't. It still makes a sound. I told him not even to address that because that's going to be a big bill. That means pulling the trans, pulling the clutch, pulling a bunch of stuff mechanically, potentially pulling the freaking headers off because it's long tube headers, getting under the car. Like that is, I'm probably going to change the clutch out because I think there's an engagement issue. I think I'm going to do that. But for now, it drives okay. If I decided to take it to the track and it's locking me out of gear and I'm not getting it into the gear fast enough, let's get after it. Let's redo the whole pedal situation. New cable. He didn't like the cable. He looked at the cable. He goes, I don't like that at all. I'm like, I understand, but right now that's not in the budget. The budget is stop the oil leaks and fix the wiring because I can drive it like that forever. Got to run. I'll see you later. Thank you, SK Jeff. Good joke on the NFT. Admiral Peck saw that dirty delete, motherfucker. Are you going to do your own merch? The couch touching the wall shirt would be perfect. I'm telling you, bro, that is going to require probably the most amount of work on my end. If I was to do merch, we got to have... Guys, put up on the chat, what do you want? And again, I do not authorize Vinyl Freaks or anyone else to put the shit out there because we know where it comes from. We all know where all this stuff comes from. Comes from this chat, period. So if anyone else puts it out there and it's not authorized by me, that don't buy it. That's what I'm saying. So the couch touching the wall is very good stuff, but I gotta finalize some stuff. But the problem is this, guys. I'm gonna have to do it initially so that there's limited runs of stuff. So that means I have to make 20 larges, 20 extra larges, 20 double XLs, 20 mediums, 20 smalls. Sell them all, then do another run. As opposed to just stocking the stuff. Because stocking the stuff is a massive, massive, massive investment. Thousands and thousands of dollars. Warehousing, I don't have that. And then shipping. Let's say I get 25 orders. Do you know how much time that's going to take away from what I'm doing video-wise, what I'm doing work-wise, trying to go to the gym, trying to have a life to ship 25 shirts? It doesn't sound like a big deal, but it might be the kind of thing where I go, guys, shipping is once a week. Shipping is Monday or Tuesday. Shipping is Friday or Saturday. Like I'm not going to ship things every day. I'm going to ship things once a week because I just physically can't do it. Crazy stuff. FLKA is going to happen for sure. Where's the one motherfucker clip from? We've only said it a billion times. Going to be putting a 30 by 40 by 14 at my place soon here in the H. Good for you, bro. Good for you. What sound is it making? Just a squeak. SET or HP tuners, here we go with the bullshit. You were right on the 10R80 and the F150. It's pretty wonky on the shifts. Might switch to an older F250. Admiral says house touching the wall would be legit merch. See, that's why we don't like having you have a say, because that makes no sense. That makes no sense. Deep fake Alex merch, exactly. If Alex did his own merch, he could get in a house in less than 6 months. I think he can get in a house now. But the problem is finding a house that's decent. The inventory is not good right now. Understood. Thank you again for answering. You got it, brother. Alex, do the first run members only. Yeah, I could probably do that. I want to run into that clown while wearing an FLKA shirt. Large, extra large, and extra large would be easier. But road rage. Do you know how many people say, Alex, how come you don't provide double XLs? And I go, because that's a bed sheet. Lose weight. Like, lose weight. This is an extra large, guys. It doesn't fit me, because I thought it did, but it doesn't fit me. This is huge. Guys, this is huge. If you got to wear a shirt bigger than this, you got problems, bro. So, yeah, I'm going to encourage you guys to lose weight. The largest I'll make is extra large. I run a small business until I got burnt out. Warehousing and shipping items is a major time leech. Do the first run members only. Dude, we would completely support you if you took over your own merch. Me too. Look, trust me, I'm trying. I don't want to third party it. I want to try to do everything myself. But I am not making money on the merch until like maybe a year into it, when it's like consistent. But the first run, I'm losing money. Understand this, guys. If I'm offering you guys shirts under $30 shipped, I'm losing money. I agree with the first run members only. FLK touching the wall. We do it live. Ball and shirt with 3 engages, looking like on a necklace. It's pretty good. What grown man wears a medium exactly? Isn't that what Don't My God Cookies does once a week? Yeah, but they're set up a little differently than I am. You might have already addressed this, but why not build a house? Oh, and a Black Betty, if you understood what it's like to live in South Florida, if you understood, Dakota has been building a house for over 2 years. I repeat, Dakota has been building a house for over 2 years. No, thank you. 5'11", 235, that XL fit me. No, it fits me, but too big. I'm 221, 220. This is huge on me. It's about the length for me. Yeah, exactly. Now we need people that go, I need extra large long. Stop it. I hate it when cool design is on a super stiff square shirt. I'm 6'5", can't lose weight. Understood. Y'all 6 feet plus motherfuckers lucky. Before I lost weight, I was in a 5XLT. Now my 2 XX shirts fit me big. Almost. Down 90 pounds. 2X is getting big. 35 shipping included. Okay. Sell broken car parts as merch. So don't offer under 30. Right, but who would buy it? Like, in my opinion, if I sold something over $30, it better be really good quality. I have to really like it. I have to like model and be like, all right, this looks good. This, I don't want to sell you guys junk. I've seen some of the shirts these guys put out there. They're trash. You go to buy a straw hat, glasses, and a trash ass fitting shirt. I'm like, bro, this is just straight trash. But they don't care. You guys buy it. It's all good. You'll be making $60 an hour shipping our shirts. Not worth it. Rolling. Alex, if you could please do the original YDBT. I still have a bunch of the YDBT shirts, but the shirt itself is not a good shirt. It is a cotton heavy. It rolls up the sleeves. This shirt, whatever material this shirt is, this NASA spaceflight mock diamond shirt, perfect material. So I gotta find out what material it is, what brand it is, and maybe start offering it as part of the. But I gotta get the print right. Blah 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 blah. Wow, I'm stupid late, just waking up. James Williams, by the way, James Williams, shout out to you. He got a Cadillac Escalade owner, 8-speed owner, to want to keep his truck because via tuning, he fixed the downshift issue. I don't have any downshift issue in my truck or upshift issue. But whatever issue that his customer is having, he apparently fixed with tuning. Good for him. Badass. Only way to do it would be $50 for 2 shirts. Must buy 2. Even that barely worth it for you. Like I know for a fact I am not going to make money on shirts. The things to do is shirts and hats. That's first. Shirts and hats. And it's got to be profitable eventually in order for me to offer anything else. Teespring sucked. And I apologize, but you guys wanted stuff. I threw stuff out there. Just here you go. But after doing that for a little while, I stopped because I thought that the quality was so shitty. The FBO shirts and this and that, it was just not good. So I thought to myself, let me take control eventually. Once I get into a house, once I get into everything, maybe that'll take off. But to start a merchandising business now and then have to do this tax around it, guys, do you understand I get taxed on it? Do you understand that if I make $1,000 on it? Okay, not make. If I bill $1,000 on it, I get taxed on that and I lose it all. Like, I'm literally losing money, but I'll do my best to get you guys some kind of merch. I bought a 1320 hoodie at 2K. It was super thin versus the Real Street hoodie that was badass quality. And shuttering highway speeds. There you go. In for some of that dirt in your apartment condo. In for some of that dirt at your apartment and condo. Bud Moment says, I might get that mock diamond shirt. Looks dope. Mock diamond shirts are great. I also have Starship shirt. I bought their metal print back there. Their Starship metal print. I think it's cool as shit. I love that stuff. I love that stuff. You could just sell as dirt, and that's where the money's at. Alex, I'm paying for a membership. People will buy 35 plus for sure. We'll see. Hopefully. We'll see. I am not going to make money on the first run. Guarantee that. I'm going to get taxed. I'm going to get shipped to death. I'm going to break even or lose money, and I'm okay with that until it eventually starts making money. The Blue Goose shirts are pretty good quality. They are. They're fucking 3 years old, and they still hold up. The Blue Goose shirts. And the funny thing is that Cody's car did the exact same wheelie, but facing the other way. So a lot of people go, is this the Blue Goose? I'm like, no, that's Cody Rogers' car. It did the exact same thing that ours did. Cash App payment only. They charge you Road Rage. Road Rage. Anything over 500 Cash App has to be reported. Anything over PayPal 500 has to be reported. Anything over 500 Zelle has to be reported, or 600. No shirts. How about something useful like Fender towels? You can avoid tax if you accept Bitcoin as payment. Yeah, exactly. Could you do a pre-order run to see if it's even worth your time? No, I would just do it. And if it, I bought 1,000 YDB t-shirts. I still have over 500 left, and they're 8 years old. Still. Wonder if a t-shirt, hat, sticker, koozie bundle would be worth it. Ugh. You don't even have any time, though. Exactly. Zero time. Maybe try out bunker branding. No. At Senior for the brand. They're great shirts. Yes, I'm going to probably do that. My $7 UPR shirt has lasted longer than my 1320 video shirt I own. Still waiting on a Grey Goose shirt. It's got to run a 6. When the Grey Goose runs 6s, and I don't know if it's going to be with a 6R80 or not. I'm telling you, we're getting to the point where we're finding consistent weak points with the 6R80 that we don't think are fixable at this point. I think, but Junior and Senior might have something up their sleeve. But I've given up on that train. I've given up on caring about 6R80. They, for some reason, care about 6R80 still. Maybe it's a goal they want to reach, but at this point, we're the fastest. It's been 7.0. What are you gonna do? Like this, or 7.1? Let's just put a 400 in it. It runs 70s, 670s. Blue Goose shirt makes my dad bod look like I'm toned as fuck. Coming right up. Those UPR shirts, gym shirts, are the best gym shirts of all time. Exactly. How do we buy the old shirts? There is no way of. I have them here, and there is no mechanism to buy them. Zero mechanism. Do I have them here? Yeah, I'm looking at them. There's a bunch up there. I don't even want to try to start selling them. No, I don't got time. What does it mean if you hold a certain RPM in a boosted car, coyote car, and it goes into limp mode? What would be tune related or mechanical? What does it mean if you hold a certain RPM in a boot? What's the code? What's the code? If there's no code, like P2112 or P2119, there's nothing I could tell you. Wouldn't it be funny if Homeboy was at an event and seen people wearing FLKA shirts? You know, he tried to spin it to say like, yeah, I'm popular, like, because he's that clueless and dense. Sounds like Tony will have to help out with the shirts. Yeah, sell the old shirt that you already had to fund the new shirt. You don't understand how that works. Dre Day, if I sell these shirts after shipping and taxes, I will lose money. I give these shirts away because I just want them out of my life. The new stuff that has like designs and stuff, that'll be different. Lund Racing has the best hats and hoodies. If you could use the same company, I'll probably do that, but I don't want to like the one thing I want to do with Lund Racing is separation of church and state. I don't want to rely on Lund Racing. Like, I honestly thought of a licensing situation, but the problem is Nardi would lose his mind if I said, hey, Lund, are you willing to, if I front the money, can we sell shirts through Lund? But then the allocation of funds and stuff is weird. Separation of church and state. My shit, their shit. I don't want to intermingle my personal stuff with Lund Racing stuff. But I definitely would like to know what company they use so I can use that quality, because the shirts are great quality, to provide you guys with some merchandise. I just got to get some design stuff. You got to pay for the art. You got to pay for the run. You got to pay for a lot of stuff. So we'll see. Here we go. Maybe an autograph shirt. I'm not, dude, my autographing is so douchey to me because I'm not famous. Did you see the guy from FFRE said a 6R80 would break LaSala's engine? The other way. The LaSala's engine would break the 6R80. And that's what's happening. Thinking about buying a 16 GT Premium with 50,000 miles for 28, probably get it cheaper as I'm paying cash. Yeah, that'll work. If I paid you for one next time, would you ship something? Could I get one? No. I don't want to pay. I don't want to owe anyone anything. If I decide to package them and give them away, that's a whole different story. I am not selling any shirts. Fuck that. No, thank you. I literally use them as shop rags at this point. Sorry. I just don't see the upside. It's just going to be work for me. Do you see what Jay from Real Estate tore down the fast green twin turbo car, Joe Steele's old car? They talk about how bad a 6R80 is for higher horsepower cars. The gearing, pulling engine down too hard. No, I don't. Love them, but that's why we do it with a stock operating system. Love them. That's why we do it with a stock operating system. The engine is not the issue. The gearing is favorable. The gearing is favorable. Now, if he's saying 6R80 with all 6 gears, 1, 2, 3, 4, different. 4R200 changes the game. So, sorry. You can give them away if you want. Whoever wants them, pay shipping. Don't get how you'll lose money. Of course you don't know how the fuck I'll lose money. Of course you don't know. You've never run a business in your fucking life. You don't know how taxes works. Okay. I already have, let's say, $5,000 in those shirts, right? That means I have to make money after taxes, after shipping. I would have to sell each shirt for over $35. Nobody is going to buy that quality shirt for over $35. So I sell them for $25 to $30 after shipping and taxes that I got to pay on something. If I make a certain amount of money, Admiral Peck, you have to pay taxes. So unless you're willing to pay $55 a shirt that is a subpar quality shirt, I lose money. Of course you don't know how it works. You've never had to sell a goddamn thing in your life. God damn it. Holy shit. Taxes. The money I make from YouTube. Let's say I made $80,000 from YouTube and they give me a 1099. How much do you think I got to pay back in taxes? $30,000 or $35,000? I don't get that. You don't get that? You don't get taxes? Jesus. What if you give her the shirt with a cookie? Why don't you go to the track events and just give them away? Because I hate track events. Donate the shirts to Goodwill. Free advertising. Right. This is going to be bums on the street with a YDB. I want to give them away to Africa so that, but they're black shirts. They're going to, it's not a good look. It's like, who lost the Super Bowl? The Eagles, right? 2022 Super Bowl champs, Philadelphia Eagles, and then YDB t-shirts in the same boat. He probably doesn't pay taxes, right? Exactly. He thinks that I'm just making hand over fist cash, and the tax man doesn't come knocking and go, "You owe us money." How do you think Al Capone got caught? You think Al Capone, probably worth billions in today's money, was running alcohol and during the prohibition and stacking. You know how he went to jail? Admiral Peck, look it up. Look up how Al Capone went to jail. Tax. Stop it. I don't know how you lose money making shit. taxes. Man, people blow me away. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here because Admiral Peck doesn't understand taxes. Maybe that's part of the spectrum that, like, you know, between wiping his ass and tying his shoes, taxes eludes him based on the fact that he's on the spectrum. Unreal. All right. I'm going to get out of here. I'll be back on Tuesday. Talking Shit Tuesday. We're going to talk some more shit. Ford is trying to put out a smaller electric truck, but I got to get some information on that so I can make a show around that. I think it's going to be Rivian 2.0. Rivian's failing. Doesn't matter. If it doesn't tow, if it doesn't get 400 miles of charge, and it doesn't tow for at least 200 miles without needing a charge, the truck, it's done. It's dead on arrival. It doesn't matter. This motherfucker does not know what taxes are. Federal. The federal. Oh my God. All right. I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you guys Tuesday. We'll talk more about that T3 project that they're building at the Ford, whatever the hell. Yeah. Federal, fucker. God damn it. Oh my God. And there's sales tax. This guy is unbelievable. They don't have income taxes here. They have sales. He'll never get it. All right, guys, I'm out of here. See you guys Tuesday. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit. Can someone teach Admiral Peck something about taxes, please? That'd be nice. Thank you. See you guys later. Bye.